So we're still a long time away from having to choose a victor in this campaign. But I was thinking about it over the break. This is going to be really, really hard. I don't know how we're going to do this because we're not going to do a straw poll again. I might do like a straw poll for suggestions, but I can't do kind of like you guys choose directly. I think that straw poll will be a good way to kind of see where most people's opinions are, but it's going to be tough. So in the previous campaign, we did a European battle, and so far, when I did straw poll votes, they had worked out pretty well. This time around, though, we had a very popular team in the straw poll, and I kind of realized that, you know, because it was Spain and England that did really well. Persia's going to get involved in this Greek war. So it was Spain and England that was in the straw poll. And I saw that there were a lot of people that were picking them in video 1. So when I put up the straw poll, most people picked Britain and England, even though they probably shouldn't have won. They won by like a landslide, and I think that was my problem. Is even if people thought they won by a landslide. So I knew people were voting for them just because that was their pick. So I think what I might do is I think I might still do a straw poll because I like I want to make sure that I'm realizing your opinions, and I want to make sure that I'm trying to, you know, see what you guys have to say, without just looking at comments, because I do read all the comments and I always kind of see exactly, you know, where people stand on certain nations and how powerful each person thinks. So like those like in-depth comments really help, but just to kind of get a brief overview of what most people are thinking is really, really helpful with straw polls. So what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to do a straw poll, but I'm going to make it very, very clear that whoever gets whoever's the most voted for that number 1 spot is definitely not, well, if not, I'm not going to say definitely, but that will for sure not be how the winner is chosen. I just want to get an overview of your guys' opinion. Again, we're still about 150 turns away from that, so several videos away. But yeah, I'm just going to make it really, really clear that this is not how we're going to choose the victor, but I want to see who you guys choose. I'm still ultimately going to choose it, because if we do have that where, you know, like this is my biggest fear, is that because America's doing better and better, and I can almost guarantee that if America's in the straw poll, they're going to be rated much higher. They're going to get a lot more votes than they should, because a lot of people chose America, and I'm not saying that America. Who knows? America might. They're looking like they're making a really, really good comeback. But do I think that they're the best nation in the world right now? No, they're in the top 10, but I don't think they're the best nation in the world. So that's my fear, putting America in the straw poll, or also equally Great Britain. America, Great Britain, a lot of people will vote for them, whether they're the strongest or not. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that. Oh, you're getting closer to being able to take over that Persian capital, or that Persian city, colony, but not yet. Not yet. Did you settle Tasmania? No, Washington, you're messing up. Argentina settled south of Ethiopia. Ethiopia's got their own settler coming here too. Oh, Persia left, I think. Persia left, and they're actually going for Papua New Guinea. And we're also seeing a very hurt settler here in this Persian colony in Southeast Asia. We're not seeing... Oh, wait. So there was an interesting battle. Greece and Persia doesn't really mean anything. Australia and Persia finally piecing out is actually a pretty big deal. America piecing out with Colombia means that more than likely America is going to be sending back whatever this is for. Actually, I don't know. These might be reinforcements for some of their colonies out in the Pacific. See, that's the biggest issue right now with America, and I think that's a very smart choice for the AI to be invading the Mayans, because they absolutely need territory so they can more quickly move to the Pacific and some of their New World colonies, or I guess, technically it's not New World, but some of their new colonies. So if they destroy the Mayans, then sending land units will be much easier, obviously, for them. If they could control the Panama Canal, that would be huge, but there's no way they're going to take that city from the Inca. I don't think. At least hold on to it. Yeah, I seriously doubt that. But we'll see. I mean, I like what the AI is doing right now for Washington. That's usually something that we never really see. Ooh, Argentina doing the same thing. I think kind of coming off this way to reinforce some troops. Someone needs to settle Tasmania. Please, just somebody. Tibet and India have peaced out. Yeah, but anyways, just to, yeah, so I'll still be choosing the winner, but obviously I'll be reading all the comments and reading, I mean, really, one really well explained comment in the description has really helped in the past, or just like a few really well explained comments. Because if I see someone like, because we've got very active, kind of a very active community here watching these battles, so to see someone kind of describe why some nation would win, maybe it doesn't have to be super descriptive, but sometimes they have a really good point in some of the comment sections, and it's like, oh, you actually have a good point, and it kind of changes my opinion. It's like, oh, you know what, that is right, and that will usually what I'll go with. I mean, this is going to be a lot harder because, again, there's no info addicts, so it's not as clear. So this is even scarier because it's not as clear. Ethiopia, dang, Ethiopia, what are you doing? So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Without info addicts, this is going to be very, very tough. But at the same time, it makes the campaign more exciting because nobody knows what's going to happen. There are so many. There's 10 great powers. I haven't come up with my list. I think I'll do that for the next video. I'll come up with my top 10 great powers, and we'll see. Because I want to kind of contribute my own opinion, seeing everybody kind of talk about who they think are in the top 10 in terms of like power rankings and stuff. I think it's very exciting. Okay, so how's Japan doing? Is Japan attacking India? I don't know. The Chinook are bringing over a large naval force, though, and I've noticed that the Chinook are continuing to colonize. Yep, they've got another settler out this way. So they're going to continue to go after Siberia. I'm surprised that Japan hasn't picked up more. I mean, I know that these lands are tundra, so they're not super useful, but it's still land. It's still something, Mongolia really looks like kind of Genghis Khan, like kind of a tribe up here. Not really like an empire, like, Rome and Europe looks like an empire. Their borders are clean and things like that. Also, I do want to mention, because this is kind of strange, the lack of farms has got to be a glitch. I don't know. I'm not 100% about that. I'm pretty sure that is a glitch from either one of the mods or the 60 plus Civ mod. There are farms here. Actually, let's go ahead and check. Yes. It looks, yeah, there are farms here. It's just a graphical glitch. So they are building farms, which is good. That would have sucked if they weren't, definitely. But we're just not seeing them, which is okay. I mean, it makes everything look kind of interesting. Makes everything look a little bit cleaner, I guess, kind of. We have Alexander continuing to try to bring down Argos's strength. Actually, Alexander has a slight chance of taking the city back for at least a turn, but I don't know why he'd want to do that. I'm thinking Poland, man. I think Poland in Europe attacking Greece, a very weakened Greece, or maybe even a Russia who's still dealing with barbarians, who is in the middle of a revolution. We'll see if they end up invading, but they need the right team member. I think that's what they're waiting for. Denmark and Spain have pieced out. Tibet and the Iroquois. I think Poland needs the right team. So Poland and Novgorod versus Russia would be big. Or something along those lines. I mean, how are they doing in terms of technology? It seems like they're right around the same strength as Russia and Greece, depending on what Poland wants to do. Okay, so we have Byzantium and the Iroquois. So that is a very interesting war. Again, a very distant war. So Byzantium doesn't look strong. We'll see if Russia joins in, maybe. Will Russia join that battle in? Oh, look at Rome. Moving through both Spanish and Greek lands to attack Byzantium. That's pretty big, actually, that they got open borders. That's very big. And the Babylonians are surrounding Istanbul. This might be the end of Germany as we know it. It's very likely, I think, unless the AI, of course, pieces out too early. But still, Babylon continuing to grow in strength, which is making things, I think, quite interesting in this region. Cossacks. Okay, so we're finally going to see, I think, the first Tibet city fall. It's about time. Mongolia has pretty much retreated from that offensive move. Korea continuing to head down south, though. Not sure if Mongolia is having a change of heart. Mongolia is continuing to colonize themselves. We've got Brazil versus the Shoshone. Okay. Well, actually the opposite. Shoshone declaring war on Brazil. I hate this. I hate this so much. Why isn't this switched? I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it. California colonizing, good. Maybe there's some sort of, I don't know, traditional reason for it. But, we read left to right. I read it like Brazil declares war on the Shoshone. I know I messed that up a lot. I know I don't know why. I know it. I'm just saying it wrong. It's dyslexia again. Dyslexia and crack. Combination of those two are probably not the best to be doing for the channel. But I'm just saying, I wish it was left to right. I read left to right. It seems like it makes the most sense. I don't know why it's right to left, but whatever. There's probably a mod to change that. There's probably a very small mod that changes that, but I've never found it. If there is, I'd probably use it. Okay, so nothing from America yet. Now, where's that? Are you going? So you're going for Australia. Looks like Washington's going to be settling somewhere around Australia. It'd be cool that if settlers, if they were injured like this, instead of doing like 1 pop, it's like 0.5 pop. Like that'd be very cool. Ooh, France and Australia, but France has nothing over here. Yeah, that'd be very cool. It's like 0.5 pop, or depending on how weak your settler was, how many people were killed. It makes the most sense that instead of a 1 population city, you do a 0.5 population city. I know that have like major implications for other reasons. Ooh, is this the Congo? Yes, but I don't think the Congo are going to settle there. We'll see if they are. So the Congo are still trying to colonize. In the last video, I said that they weren't, or they were kind of in. They're just in a more difficult spot, I guess, a much more difficult spot. Congo even settled in between Ashanti territory. Do we see anything else? Nothing from Queen Victoria. She's still very quiet. Not really reinforcing Amsterdam at all, but Greece is not really doing much either. They're not sending any forces over this way. Kimberley stayed very quiet. Kimberley probably will be eliminated at some point, I'm thinking, if he or she doesn't get up more colonies. All right, so this city will fall to Russia. Again, big move for Russia, because you're starting to see Russia. That's like modern day Afghan territory. Afghanistan sort of region. Maybe even Pakistan. Ooh, a lot of people declaring war on France. So we'll see if somebody from Europe declares war on France. But yeah, this is a big move. Also, Russia is starting. If Russia doesn't start to colonize more, or if she doesn't get up a bigger military, she's gonna be spread pretty thin. She still needs to worry about. She's starting to make more, I think, rivals from the Middle East now. Most of people out of the Caucasus Mountains and Eastern Europe probably do not like Russia. Novgorod probably doesn't like Russia either. So, kind of expanding into the Middle East and the subcontinent of India isn't a very good move for her. I'm wondering if it's possible that a coalition war were to be declared. I mean, that'd be a huge, huge thing. Are the Mughals at war with the Huns? I know somebody's at war with the Huns. I think a lot of people are actually at war with the Huns, but I'm not sure if the Mughals are. I don't know about that. Mongolia, yep, probably going to be connecting their 2 Chinese cities with the settler. Maybe, maybe not. Did California settle just yet? No, not yet. And then Chinook. Where'd the Chinook go? Oh, the Chinook are actually heading down south, interestingly enough. Maybe for Hawaii. I love the Chinook colonized. I love that the Chinook colonized Hawaii. Is this where America's going to go? Argentina bringing in reinforcements. And America is on the southern island of New Zealand, so maybe that's where I thought they'd settle. I thought they would have settled there. Or is America going for the natural wonder? I cannot believe no one's gone after the natural wonder. But they are a New World Civ. Why would they want the natural wonder? I could see Ethiopia going after it because it provides new faith. Extra faith. And the reason why I say they're a New World Civ going after a natural wonder with faith is because no New World Civ has a religion. There's not even a pantheon over here. And no one's even really tried to spread religion. So, yes, to spread religion to this region, which is kind of interesting. I know it's a far... Oh my gosh, look how close America is from taking this city. So how many... You're talking about multiple cannon attacks, a few Gatling gun attacks. Oh, that's actually very likely. Oh my goodness, are they going to finally do this? They're also getting help from the Inca as well. The Incan Navy. Oh, you better watch it though, America, because if the Inca take Tikal, is it Tikal? If they take this, then you're probably not going to have the borders. I think the Inca might grab all these tiles potentially. Maybe not. I think it's unlikely, but still, America needs a pathway to the Pacific to reinforce with land units. I mean, they're their boats are still going to have to go around the Cape of Good Hope, which I apologize for saying that wrong. Cape of Good Hope. There's actually no pathway down this way unless they have open borders with Argentina. This is Cape Horn. This is not Cape of Good Hope. This is Cape of, wait, right? Yeah, Cape of Hope, Cape of Good Horn. This is Good Horn. Oh my gosh, Cape of Good Horn. That's almost as good as Danish Green Mark. Yeah, this is Cape Horn here. It looks like a horn, so it makes sense. That's how I reason with it in my mind. Okay, so America I think has already gone there this turn, because we're now down to the mods processing their own turn. Also, who is Portugal at war with? Is it the Sioux? Surprised that Portugal even sent over troops this way. Ooh, we're seeing the Sioux Air Force, I think, continuing to invade Canadian cities out here in the northeast. And even Great Britain kind of exploring more of the Atlantic. Great Britain has noticed that all of Great Britain's cities are all coastal, which means that I think that if she survives, if she holds on to all this stuff, I mean, yeah, we'll start to see a naval powerhouse out of Great Britain really soon. If she's doing okay in technology, which we don't know. We're not sure. We're going to get a window to pop up at turn 350, so maybe we'll see a technology overview. Those like little insights every 25 turns are actually really useful without the info addicts. They're extremely useful. So here we go. The Romans are continuing to attack Byzantium, and Babylon is having success here. Very slow success, but they're having success nonetheless. A few people declared war on France, but nobody that bordered France. Well, I guess Germany is blockading Orleans, but that is it. Yeah, so we're going to see a lot more ship of the lines, a lot of battleships. I mean, it'd be very interesting to see maybe Queen Victoria invade the Sioux, who I'm assuming will have a lot of Pacific colonies. I'm sorry, Atlantic colonies. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Also, how's Russia doing with their war against Tibet? It's slowing. Is Russia also at war with the Huns? That would explain why they're kind of divided here, or splitting up their sieges. That must be... I'm thinking that must be it. Vietnam staying quiet. Vietnam and Siam staying both equally pretty quiet. And the Champa. Southeast Asia. I really want to do something with Southeast Asia next time. Really want to change up the way we have Southeast Asia, because I want to see somebody... I think we just need to have less civs here. Persia and America piecing out. I think we need to have less civs or spread them out a little bit more. But I want to see someone out of Southeast Asia do a little bit better. Chinook have settled. California going for someplace else. Do we see... did America settle yet? No. They're getting close to this natural wonder, though. Oh, Chicago was founded in the South Island of New Zealand, the Southern Island of New Zealand. Seattle was founded, and we're going to see... So 2 more American colonies are going to pop up. Just as America takes, I think... Wait a second. They're going to be out of a melee unit, but they're sending over Great War Infantry, so that will help. That will help. Okay, so there's still a lot of things developing going on here. Very interesting. I'm going to press the campaign by a little bit over the break, so we'll see what happens when we come back. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.